The Windbloom Festival. Back to Mondstadt. Hey, I'm gonna be real with you guys, man. Mondstadt, please save the game, bro. Yo! Mondstadt, please save the game. Natlan just flopped. Oh, that's a new character. So she's from Fontaine. Escoffier. Yeah, she's definitely a Skirk buffer. Natlan characters outside of Natlan? Very interesting. Aoife. Please don't tell me this guy's a 4-star character. I mean, I assumed he is, but is he a 4-star unit? Oh my god. He's a 4-star character! Bro, what the fuck? Another... They keep making these units 4-star units, man. But it is what it is. He's probably dog shit. Yeah, this is a filler patch for sure. Filler patch. Oh! Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. Albedo in his backstory, please tell me he's gonna go rogue. I've been waiting for this shit for years. But it's not gonna happen. Oh, they're from Dragon Spawn. Oh shit. Ooh. Oh, who is this? That's another character. That looks like a new boss. That's a unique boss right there. What is going on? Oh shit. Oh! About fucking time they show Varka, man. Oh my gosh, man. So that's his voice. I swear, if this character, when they make this character playable, if he doesn't have a beard, if he's not jacked, fuck this game, man. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. It's so sad to me how that trailer was more hype than Natlan's trailer. Albedo, Rhine Daughter, which is Gold, his master, right? Varka, Grandmaster Varka, going back to Mondstadt. I ain't gonna lie, guys. This might be the most hyped patch ever since Natlan released. I'm being dead ass. All right, let's skip this shit, man. I don't care. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening.
Everyone. Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 5.6 special program. I'm Jane Jackson, the voice of Varessa, and I have two awesome co-hosts with me today. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
What up, my dudes? My name is Johnny LaQuasto, and I'm the voice of Aoife.
Excuse me.
Hey, your turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Emily Cass and I voice Escoffier. I'm so excited to be here.
And I am so excited to be hosting alongside you two today.
Oh, by the way, Emily, I have to say, the way your chibi's tail moves around is so cool.
Oh, actually, it's not a tail. It's a self-adapting movement signal tracking support mech. It's a piece of tech, basically. It helps Escoffier in the kitchen and in combat. It's one of her essential utensils.
But it looks so much like a tail.
Yeah, a lot of people think that. And considering how it looks, people even call Escoffier a demon chef.
Ah, okay. That seems a little extreme.
Yeah, I'd say so too, but honestly, I don't know much about Escoffier. Can you tell us more about her, Emily?
Absolutely. Let's take a look at her profile. Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Cool. The hotel is famous for the extremely
I deadass
popular
don't
and
care.
exclusive Gâteau de Bourg.
Wow. Exclusive?
Okay.
Treasured
A request,
above all.
cool.
So be sure to check it out if you're interested, travelers. You'll also
Be a
Let's see.
believer. Okay, so we know what she can do in the kitchen.
Okay, they're gonna talk about
but what about
her
on the
kit.
battlefield?
Right, let's get into it.
When it comes to story, man, I'm sorry guys, I just skip that shit, bro. I just can't stand when they do that, when they talk about the story in these live streams. It's so damn annoying.
Escoffier wields a cryovision and is a powerful addition to freeze-focused teams, which brings us to one of her talents. One
Yeah.
Escoffier's elemental
She is
skill or elemental
screaming
burst
skirk.
hits an
The greater the number of Hydroan characters in a party, the greater the resistance reduction. Yeah, skirk.
enemy. She can reduce
Make sure
their
you guys get her,
resistance
man.
to hydro
If you
and
want to get
cryo
that
damage.
skirk.
The more hydro and cryo characters in the party, the greater the reduction.
Okay. So it looks like the enemies here aren't actually frozen, but the resistance reduction still takes effect.
Yeah, that's really important. As long as her elemental skill or burst hits an enemy,
And then how much you guys
the
gonna bet
reduction takes effect.
for Spiral Abyss?
The enemy
They're
doesn't
gonna
need to be
spam
frozen.
Electro
That
Shield
means the talent
enemies.
works on bosses and other unfreezable enemies.
Wow, so it seems like any character that deals hydro or cryo damage can benefit from that talent. I can definitely see her being a powerful support in freeze teams.
True, but Escoffier is not just a support. She can dish out damage as well. With an actual dish.
No way.
Yeah, and when Escoffier unleashes her elemental skill, she summons a cooking mech to the field that follows the
Okay.
active character and periodically fires projectiles.
So she
at
has, like,
nearby
coordinated
enemies,
attack.
dealing cryo damage. So with her ability to shred resistance,
I mean, not coordinated
she
attack, but
basically buffs
off-field
her own
damage.
In addition, her elemental burst restores HP to the entire party.
Healer,
Incredible.
debuffer.
Okay, so she can buff the
Buff the
party,
entire party.
dish out damage, and heal. Wow. Sounds like she's pretty versatile.
Another must-have
And
unit.
Thanks to a different talent, she has another ability that really showcases her skills as a chef. If you hold her elemental skill, the cooking mech she summons can absorb elemental energy and convert it into a delicious dish.
Wow, I've never seen a talent like that before.
I'm not gonna lie, that's actually unique.
So you don't even have to prepare the ingredients yourself?
That's actually unique.
Bro, that's awesome.
Yeah, and plus she can produce several kinds of dishes.
I'm gonna give them
this
that.
way.
I'm gonna give them
Well,
that.
would
That's
be
actually
so
unique.
fun to check out in game.
Totally. So take note of this next piece
I'm
of
giving
news,
that.
travelers. In the first half of version 5.6, we'll have event wishes
let's
for
go for your
Escoffier
Navia.
and Navia. A new 5-star polearm, Symphonist of Sense, will be featured on the weapon banner. Our new 4-star character Aoife will also enjoy a drop rate boost on the first half banners.
Aoife!
This guy's gonna be dog shit. I can already tell. He's gonna be an Anemo DPS unit.
No way, bro.
I think that's
Another
my line,
Hei
but I
Zhao.
couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, and another bit of really exciting news is that travelers will get to spend more time with these two in the new version.
Wait, Who are you talking about?
Okay, take a look at this clip and you'll see.
Okay.
All eyes are on me. Lowly servants, behold, the almighty Dragon Lord's...
Want to give us a formal introduction,
Literally
Johnny?
don't care,
I
bro.
thought you never asked, Jane. Absolutely. As most of you probably know, Aoife is a Saurian vet from the Flower Feather Clan.
Mm-hmm.
In Natlan, humans and Saurians live and fight side by side. Saurians get sick and hurt just like everyone
And you guys
else.
know, since he's
So
a
Saurian
Natlan
vets do a
character,
very important
enhanced
job in Natlan.
exploration.
And Aoife
Notice
is
how for like a character outside of Natlan, like Escoffier, notice how for that character, no enhanced exploration, but of course, Aoife,
a really good one.
enhanced
In
exploration.
fact, you've probably heard of some of his accomplishments already, like how he saved Kakuku's life, and now, of course, Kakuku works as his trusty assistant.
Yeah.
But look at this, guys,
Aoife
watch.
is practically a took him to. Imagine that.
All kinds of dragons.
Yeah, see, Kakuku could help him
Look at
get
this.
there in no time.
I mean, I heard the Flower Feather Clan is known for riding kukasaurs. But this is less riding and more dangling, isn't it?
Hey,
It's
this
just
is a
so
Kakuku
cringe, man. It's so
appreciation
cringe how
only,
these
all right?
Natlan characters have better exploration,
but
man.
seriously, just wait until you see him sprint. He
Remember, guys, Venti, the animal Archon, can't even fly. But a 4-star animal character can fly. Make it make sense.
spreads out those huge wings, and it's super awesome. Oh, and while we're on the subject, if there are any travelers who haven't done the part of the Outshining World Quest where you chase down the evil dragon, try it out with Aoife. It'll be a completely different kind of flying experience.
Yeah,
Wow.
I see that. Although it looks more like Aoife is chasing down a patient for a checkup.
Yeah. So, okay, what else can Aoife do in combat?
Well, Aoife is an Animo Vision user with a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
If it's just
For
pure
example,
damage, I'm
when
sorry, he's
faced
dog
with
shit.
aggressive enemies, Aoife can unleash his elemental burst and fire a therapeutic
Deal AoE animal damage to opponents. When it hits an opponent affected by Hydro, Pyro, Cryo, Electro, it will deal AoE damage aligned with the corresponding animal. Yeah, he's dog shit, guys. He's dog
sedative,
shit.
creating a wind current that pulls in and restrains enemies.
He's dog
Yeah,
shit.
of course, as Aoife's good bro, Kakuku also helps him out in combat. With Aoife's elemental skill, Kakuku lifts him into the air, giving him an aerial advantage in combat. And while in this state, Aoife can continuously fire tonic shots, which deal animo damage upon impact and restore HP to the entire
Oh
party.
my
Oh, nice.
gosh, that
So
sounds
what kind of
terrible.
team comps work best with Aoife?
Well, to answer that, we should introduce one of his
When Aoife is in a Night Soul's blessing state, every 1 Night Soul point out of the total in his entire party will grant him 1 Rescue Essentials point. Rescue Essentials will increase the swirl and electrocharge damage dealt by all nearby party members. What?
his talents first. When Aoife is in the Night Soul's blessing state, he can use his Field Medic's vision to increase swirl and electrocharge damage based on the total amount of Night Soul points across the entire party.
Okay, so he works well with characters that can trigger swirl and electrocharge
I mean, that's not bad.
reactions, and characters that can generate Night Soul points. He
That ain't
seems
bad.
like a really flexible unit.
Yeah, he is. Plus,
I guess that's
in
nice.
areas
That's
with
decent.
Natlan's phlogiston mechanics, if your current active character or indwelled Saurian's HP drops below a certain percent, Aoife can consume his own phlogiston to heal them.
Nice, putting those medical skills to use. His kit seems really intuitive, and he helps with exploration. I feel like exploring the sacred volcano will be a lot easier with Kakuku to dangle from.
This area looks
What
like
can
an
I say?
absolute
He is
pain
a
to
helpful
explore
little guy.
without
Now,
Natlan characters.
Moving on to our next bit of news, a new boss is coming in version 5.6. the
Oh,
Secret
another secret source automaton overseer device bullshit. You guys already know what that means. I'm gonna summon a whole mechanic where I'm gonna have 60% resistance. If you're not using a Natlan character to stun me, you're cooked. But let's see what bullshit this boss can
automaton
do.
overseer device. Travelers will need to defeat it to obtain ascension materials for Escoffier.
Huh. I feel like we've faced something like this before.
That's because this boss has the same origins as the secret
What can it
source
do this time?
automaton configuration of
Use consecutive cryo attacks to impede the accumulation of flow momentum.
device from version
Okay, that sounds good
5.1.
so far.
Both are pieces of ancient dragon technology.
They almost seem like two parts of one.
You have to use
terrifying
cryo
monster.
characters, guys.
Okay, Jane, let's this is where we should wrap this part up.
They're literally like making bosses that revolve around Skirk, man. Skirk being a cryo character, Escoffier being a cryo buffer. That next problem is about to go crazy,
I
bro.
think, because travelers can search for their own answers to this in-game.
That next problem is
Now,
about to go
let's kick off the
crazy.
event portion.
Oh, wow. There are Natlan characters in Fontaine?
Okay,
Is
new
it because of
4-star
a
weapon.
festival or something?
Not a festival, an amusement park organized by Navia and the Spina di Rasula.
Ooh.
That's
Aurora
nice.
and Aoife are there to deliver Natlan produce for the event. But it's not all veggies and good times, unfortunately. Against the backdrop of the festivities, a smuggling case is uncovered, leading Kanich and Risley to cross paths.
Ooh,
I really don't
If you
care.
don't trust Lapine Pauline, yeah.
So you'll be able to
okay.
max out this
Her
weapon.
track record isn't great, but at least trust Cheval Moran and the Spina di Rasula.
What's this?
Speeds.
wow.
Or there's movie
There's just mini
masterpieces
games.
where you have to use special abilities to reach the
I
end of the
seriously don't
stage
care
and
about this, to
seize
be
the
honest.
treasure.
What is
Sorry to
this?
keep you in suspense,
So
travelers.
Kanich.
In the second half
Phase
of
2?
version 5.6, Chronicled Wish banner will be
Oh my god! What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bro, they're doing the Wuthering Waves, bro. Dude, they're all doing the Wuthering Waves and HSR special. 8 characters is crazy. And they're gonna have 50-50. I already know it.
version 5.6. I know a lot of travelers have been waiting for that, so check it out if you're interested.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
you
I mean,
have to. And
yeah, that's cool. Like, you know, that's nice. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. You can summon for a character like one of these characters. But let's be honest, guys. Out of all these characters, you're summoning for Kazuha, bro. You're summoning for him. Ayato, who gives a fuck about this guy? Yoimiya, she's just cooked. Chiori, I think she's still pretty good. Yai Miko, she's still pretty good. Ito fell off. He got power crept by Navia. And Kokomi, it's mostly Kazuha. And remember, guys, when it comes to the next Sprout Abyss, the next Sprout Abyss is going to be focused on cryo. It's going to be purely cryo focused. Make sure you get that Ayaka, bro. Because you don't got Ayaka, if you don't have Skirk, say goodbye.
A lot of travelers have been waiting for that, so
There's a
check
reason
it
why
out
they're
if you're
doing this, guys.
interested.
Because the
yeah,
next
you
Sprout
have
Abyss
to.
is
And
cooked.
best of luck on your polls.
All right. That was a lot of info, so let's take our first break. Here's the
Okay.
second redemption code, travelers.
So far, one event, and they showed us these characters. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am interested to see what's gonna happen here with Albedo.
Now shrouded in unease.
Hydro, that's a Hydro character right there.
Why is Albedo on trial? Who is the young man in the courtroom? And is he friend or foe? What tidings does the Dodo communication device bring this time? The answers to these questions and more in the version 5.6 Archon Quest.
Oh, this is an Archon quest. Okay.
Nice voice.
Interlude
Nice.
chapter,
Shucks,
whatever.
thanks.
So, we finally make it back to Mondstadt, and Albedo's on trial.
Mondstadt is gonna save the game, guys.
I don't even know what to think. But something tells me there's more to this situation than meets the eye.
Well, I've put together some information about the case. Let's go through it and see if we can uncover some new clues. So, here's the deal.
I already have a feeling what's gonna happen. Hilly Churls, they're gonna attack Mondstadt. And Albedo, they're gonna think that Albedo's connected to that because of Dragon Spine and Durin, whatever. And then he's gonna go on trial, and he's gonna end up being innocent, or nothing's gonna happen to him.
The deal.
Happens all the time.
Albedo's
And then
been
by the end of the
accused
quest, we're gonna
murder
talk to
and
Grandmaster
unlawful
Varka on the
disposal of
phone for like
human
two
remains.
minutes, and
And
that's
the
it.
case is being tried in secret.
And it's gonna set
The
everything up for
logistics captain
Nalcrate.
of the Knights of Favonius, Hertha, seems to have compelling evidence against Albedo. So the situation is serious.
I'm sure Hertha is just trying to do
Oh, that's
her
the
job
reputation
and uncover
girl.
the truth. But there
About
has
time we
to
can
be
talk
some
to her.
kind of misunderstanding here.
Well, in court, the evidence does the talking. Travelers will have access to Albedo's office on the second floor of headquarters to do their own investigation into the case and hopefully track down some clues.
So I saw Jean, Kaya, and Eula in the courtroom, all members of the Knights of Favonius, which makes sense. But it looked like someone from the church was also there.
Oh, That's Dahlia. He's the deacon of the Church of Favonius. So
I'm not
he
gonna lie,
works with
bro.
Barbara, Rosaria, and the other members of the clergy.
Without his out, the only
Dahlia
reason why
acts as the
I
herald
thought
of
he looked like a new character is because of his outfit. If it wasn't for his outfit, he looked like an NPC.
Barbados, which is interesting because he's also friends with Venti.
Yeah, very interesting.
Hmm.
He sounds like a very important figure then.
Well, speaking of Venti, the Dodo communication device is back in this quest. At some point, Venti needs it to get in touch with Alice. But on the first attempt, the line connects to Grandmaster Varka instead. It's
Okay.
only on the second try that he manages to reach Alice.
Whoa, hold on. You just dropped two major names. Barker has been on an expedition for a long time. Sounds like we finally get to hear how he's doing. As for Alice, we know she's the mother of the most adorable Klee and an elder of the Hexen Circle. But I wonder why Venti needs to get in touch with her. Wait, could it be because of the monsters in the city?
Oh, you know what? In Amber's anthology chapter, she did say the number of monsters around Mondstadt has been skyrocketing lately.
Right, and now there are even more monsters in the city. So maybe Venti is reaching out to Alice for
It's crazy how the lore for Mondstadt is 10 times better than Natlan, bro. This just goes to show, guys, Natlan was just that bad. It really was just that bad, bro.
help.
I think you two are onto something. And if we take a look at this map, we can see that a lot of
Damn,
our
bro.
old friends have joined in on the fight to defend Mondstadt.
Wow, this is kind of emotional. Mondstadt was the beginning of everything. It's the place where travelers met their first companions and embarked on this whole journey. And now it's in crisis. Oh, hopefully travelers can do something to stop it.
Oh, they can, but it won't be an easy road. Alice can offer something to help, but travelers will need to pass a trial first.
So that's a cool looking
and
boss.
defeat the king and queen on the chessboard.
Anything to defend Mondstadt. I'm sure travelers aren't scared of a little trial.
Okay. Then let's take a look at what awaits them.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a unique boss, for sure. Unique boss. But knowing the game, you're gonna kill this boss with like, you're gonna kill this boss immediately, easily.
Alice will preside over the first phase of the trial. The trial takes place on a chessboard, but the rules of chess don't exactly apply. Look closely and you'll notice some of the pieces on the board can harm the king. Travelers can use that to their advantage to create
That's
an
cool.
opening and dish out
Yeah,
damage.
that's cool.
But in the second phase, there are no chess pieces to use. Travelers will need to rely on their own strength to emerge victorious.
It looks like there's a different Dodoko presiding over the second phase. One wearing a blue hat. Is that a different mage from the Hexen Circle?
Ooh, I wonder which one.
Well, travelers will have to uncover that for themselves. As for the second phase of the trial, let me offer a quick piece of advice. The boss has some extremely powerful attacks, but
Continuously trigger Frozen to interrupt the Ascended King's lethal blow. Oh my gosh, bro. They're going absolutely ham with this Skirk meta, bro. They're literally like changing the entire game for this character. It's absolutely insane, bro. That's like 2 bosses so far that operate under Frozen, like that operate under Cryo. Like you have to trigger Cryo or Frozen in order for, you know, the boss to be in a weakened state. You know what I'm saying?
these
Like,
reactions can help you create
I don't know if
an
like, is this boss
opening.
gonna be in
Maybe jot
Spralabis?
that
Maybe, I
one
don't
down
even
for
know.
later,
But if they
travelers.
are,
So,
shit.
we know there's murder, an attack on Mondstadt, a Hexen Circle trial, but we have no idea how all of this is connected. Seems like there's a lot for travelers to uncover. You know, if you think about it, first Natlan had a crisis with the ley lines that almost ended in death.
Don't even mention that garbage
Then,
ass nation.
A similar crisis happened in Liyue, and now Mondstadt is in danger. I can't help but wonder if this is all some kind of terrible omen.
Yeah, but look on the bright side. It's another chance for answers. Maybe we'll uncover new clues about forces we've encountered before, or what we can expect on the road ahead.
Or maybe we'll even get one step closer to the truth of Teyvat.
Yeah, and then travelers can give us all the answers.
Yeah, I think we're gonna leave all that hard work to you guys.
All right, okay, well, let's lighten things up and dive into the remaining version
All right, let's see,
5.6
bro.
events.
Yes.
If it's just party
First
events,
up
it's like,
on the
bro.
docket is an event that brings us back to Fontaine, where travelers can test out their tactical brilliance in the new wargame. I know.
Let me see.
This wargame comes with all new offensive
whatever,
and
bro, who
defensive
cares?
gameplay. The key to success is really it's all about firepower.
Let's go.
What's this?
Okay, let's take a look at the game again. Players will have
Okay,
the
another
opportunity
party
to
event,
indwell
okay.
Saurians at certain points.
Yep.
Gain their fair share of
What's
companions,
this?
character, her potential, and
Test out different team. There are also challenge buffs to take advantage
Okay,
of.
another
so make
combat
sure to
event,
take
but
that
it's not
into
gonna be
account when
permanent, guys.
forming your teams.
Not gonna be permanent.
Travelers can also take a look at the challenge record and see how their friends approached each challenge. Could provide some food for thought.
Nice. Sounds like the perfect excuse to do some experimentation and think outside the box.
indeed.
All right.
What's this?
Moving
Oh,
on to some
TCG?
Genius Invocation TCG.
Yeah, let me go ahead and skip that.
Optimization
ley
and
line?
cool collab. See you on the other side,
Okay.
travelers.
Bye.
Okay, they already showed that.
Brilliant
Okay,
blessing
optimization.
process in the imaginary.
Oh yeah, we already know about this, guys. Yeah, we already know about this. When it comes to optimization, yeah, this is all you guys are gonna get for version 5.6. Absolutely embarrassing.
Was a bit confusing, which made it difficult to level up strategically and optimize character turn order. So, in the version 5.6
This is crazy, bro.
update, the dev team has made the Brilliant Blessing details page a lot more intuitive,
Yeah.
which should make it easier for travelers to make strategic level up
Skills, the skill descriptions can be pretty long and dense.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. It's important for travelers to have all the details. But it's also easy to get bogged down in the weeds, so this is something the dev team has been working on. Starting in version 5.6.
This is something that the dev team has been working on. What about the damn schedule that you guys... Oh my gosh, bro. Why are they working on something that we don't need them to fix? Why? This is something that should not be mentioned, bro. Like, you see Night Soul's Blessing, like this is something that should just be in the game, period. It shouldn't be mentioned in like optimizations. You know what I'm saying? Something like, oh, removing a schedule would be nice. Reserve stamina system would be nice. You know what I'm saying? Artifact loadout would be nice, but instead, this is what the devs have been working on. Like, are the devs like mute to what's happening in the game? Like, are they mute? Like, do they not know what's going on? Because it seems like the devs, they're just like in a whole different dimension, just doing random shit. I don't even understand. This is crazy to me.
0.6. The descriptions on the talent and constellation pages for new characters will be optimized to be more concise, so it's easier
Absolutely
for
insane,
travelers
bro.
to grasp.
challenges. It was difficult to locate where to pick up the quests. So, after the version 5.6 update, more chests from various nations can also be located using
nice.
the treasure compass batches.
Ooh, that should make it a lot easier to start
that's
fresh
nice as
if
well.
you're someone who really likes to go ham with the mark.
Absolutely insane. What is this?
Tilbury to launch
Okay.
2 limited edition sets.
Wow.
So, let's watch the preview trailer for the.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all the information I have about version 5.6.
Yeah, me too. What about you, Jane?
I am just so excited to uncover more about the Albedo trial mystery and to defeat the new boss on the chessboard.
And I can't wait for you all to meet Escoffier. It's been so much fun working on her, and I just think you're gonna love her.
And to follow that up, Aoife is finally playable, and of course he's gonna have Kakuku right by his side, but the mini games are
Right.
always so fun and creative.
A whole lot of fun. And with that, all there's left to say is
What's in the end over here? Genshin Impact Song of the Welcome Moon. Stay tuned on April 30th. Okay. So they're gonna do the whole Moon Sister lore thing on the 30th. I guess that's nice, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much it when it comes to the Genshin Impact. What is that? 5.6 live stream. It's cool. You know, back to Mondstadt. The story is way more interesting than Natlan, I can say that for sure. When it comes to Natlan's story, shit. Natlan's story was so ass, bro. That shit made me quit the game. But I will say, when it comes to Albedo's backstory, his backstory, like the whole Albedo storyline is so good. It really is. And it pisses me off how they made his story quest limited. It was a limited event, so nobody can play it again, which is just dumb to me. So, you know, hopefully for this one is actually permanent and players can actually go through this quest. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is nice. You know, Grandmaster Vark, about damn time. This guy, we actually hear something from him. We actually hear his voice for the first time. They teased this dude. They literally teased this guy ever since like version 1.0 when he talked to NPCs. They teased him ever since day one, and we haven't heard a single thing from him. We haven't seen him. It's absolutely insane. So I will say, when it comes to lore, Mondstadt, that nation is still incomplete, right? Because there are still some other areas that we need to explore. In Mondstadt, you have Dragon Spine, and that's pretty much it. You know, so Mondstadt, that nation is still incomplete when it comes to story. When it comes to Albedo's story, that's still incomplete. Venti, I think Venti's is still incomplete as well. So it's nice to see them go back to Mondstadt, you know, and get shit together, you know, interact with Mondstadt characters. That's way better than Natlan, what Natlan had to offer. And we're also going to go to Fontaine as well, which is also pretty good. But when it comes to the optimizations, it's just an absolute joke. It really is to say that the devs have been working hard on something that the players just don't give a fuck about. You know, stuff like us pretty much like adding a skill description or something like that when you're checking out the character skills is just unnecessary, and it shouldn't be mentioned as like an optimization. That should be in the game already. But something like, oh, reserve stamina, or removing the schedule, removing boss RNG, you know, something like that would be a lot better, and it'll be way more nice. But of course, when it comes to these Hoyo devs, it's like, I don't know, man. It seems like it seems like they're like, when it comes to feedback, like when we filled out that survey that they gave us months ago talking about all these issues, it seems like they took that and just threw it away. Because it's unbelievable to me how for new players they get into the game. For returning players, when they get back into the game, they can farm for materials whenever they want without the schedule locking them. But for old players, for players who've been playing since day one, they have a schedule locking them. So they already have that feature in the game. They can already like let you farm whenever you want. All they have to do is flip the switch and that's it. But they're refusing to do it. They're just being difficult about it, you know. Or they're probably going to save it for version 6.0 and be like, oh yeah guys, devs, listen, when it's like, no bro, they've just been saving this shit up for 6.0. Makes no sense. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I think the live stream was alright. It was cool. When it comes to events, I think the events are always mid per usual. But when it comes to like story and lore and stuff like that, it's really good. You know, really nice. I bet a lot of people are excited. But we're going to see what's going to happen. Hope you guys have a good one. And we catch you guys on the next one. Adios.